welcome to the Daily English News program on Azerbaijan television with the most important events of the day. During his speech at the meeting of the Cabinet of Ministers dedicated to the results of the first 9 months of 2015, President Ilham Aliyev underlined that numerous complaints had been received against inspections carried out in the field of entrepreneurship, noted that the number of inspections and licenses were too many, pointed out the cases of abuse of authorities in the mentioned field, and stated that such cases would be prevented and those who do not learn from their mistakes would be punished. On October 19th, according to the instructions given at the initiative of President of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev, a draft law envisaging the termination of inspections in the field of entrepreneurship was sent to Milli Meclis. According to the draft law, the inspections in the field of entrepreneurship are to be terminated for 2 years, starting from November 1st, 2015. In addition, by the decree of President Ilham Aliyev, the number of licenses will be minimized, the licensing procedures will be transparent and simplified, and the issuance of all licenses related to business activities by the Ministry of Economy and Industry will be delegated to Asan Service Centers. The text of the decree will be published in the press. President of the Republic of Azerbaijan Ilham Aliyev received Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia Georgi Kvirikashvili, and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Religion of the Republic of Costa Rica Manuel Gonzalez Sanz.
During the meeting with Vice Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, Georgi Kvirikashvili, the guests expressed pleasure with the fact that he paid his first official visit to Azerbaijan. Praising bilateral relations between the two countries, Georgi Kvirikashvili stressed the importance of developing cooperation in a variety of fields. The head of state described Georgi Kvirikashvili's first visit to Azerbaijan as the Georgian foreign minister as a good sign of friendly and fraternal ties between the two countries, stressing the necessity of actively continuing Azerbaijan-Georgia cooperation in political, economic, humanitarian and other areas. President Ilham Aliyev noted the significance of this cooperation in terms of implementation of large-scale transport, energy and economic projects which connect the two countries. During the meeting, the sides highlighted the international importance of joint regional projects, including the Sorting Gas Corridor and Baku-Tbilisi-Kars Railway, and exchanged views over coordination issues related to the implementation of these projects. During the meeting with Minister of Foreign Affairs and Religion of the Republic of Costa Rica, Manuel Gonzalez Sanz, noting that the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Republic of Costa Rica enjoy excellent political relations, President Ilham Aliyev described the visit of Minister Manuel Gonzalez Sanz as a good sign of the cooperation, saying that there were good opportunities for development of the ties between the two countries. The head of state noted that Azerbaijan was interested in expanding bilateral relations with Costa Rica. President Ilham Aliyev stressed the necessity of further enhancing the ties on various fronts, including economic, energy, investment making, trade, cultural and other areas. Costa Rica Minister of Foreign Affairs and Religion Manuel Gonzalez Sanz expressed pleasure with the fact that he was the first high-level state representative of his country to pay a visit to Azerbaijan. He said rapid development processes, landscaping and construction works in Baku made a deep impression on him. The minister said his country was keen to develop cooperation with Azerbaijan in various spheres.
"78.8% of Azerbaijan's population is satisfied with the activity of President Ilham Aliyev. A public opinion survey conducted by French Opinion Way research company on the eve of the parliamentary elections in Azerbaijan once again confirmed that.
French Opinion Way research company conducted a public opinion survey in Azerbaijan on the eve of the parliamentary elections. 63% of the respondents said that they will surely participate in the elections on November 1st. 12% responded probably yes, 7.7% probably not, 9% answered negatively, and 8.3% said they have not decided yet. According to the results, the pre-election campaigns are interesting for 76.5% of the population. When asked which political party are they going to support in the parliamentary elections, 71.7% of the respondents said they will support the ruling party and the pro-government parties. 6% opposition parties, 16.4% said they will support independent candidates, and 5.9% found it difficult to answer. The question, to what extent you are satisfied with President Ilham Aliyev's activity as the head of state, was answered very satisfactory by 78.8%. The survey was conducted among 1,200 citizens with the right to vote. 71.4% said they are satisfied with the state of provision of national security, 71.2% with the state of fight against corruption, 68.4% with the state of fight against crime, and 69.8% with the state of human rights. 66.5% of the respondents said that the main issue of Azerbaijan is the Armenian-Azerbaijani Nagorno-Karabakh conflict.
Delegation led by Director of the International Institute for Monitoring Democracy, Development, Parliamentarism and Suffrage Protection of Citizens of the Inter-Parliamentary Assembly of CIS member nations, Andrei Baranov, visited Central Election Commission.
The chairman of the Central Election Commission, Mazar Panahov, expressed satisfaction of meeting the delegation, stated that the Commission attached great importance to the relations with international organizations and mutually beneficial cooperation, and underlined that they intend to maintain this cooperation. Director of the International Institute for Monitoring Democracy Development, Parliamentarism and Suffrage Protection of Citizens of the Inter-Parliamentary Assembly, CIS member nations, Andrei Baranov, got acquainted with the preparation works. The chairman of the Commission, Mazar Panahov, answered the questions of the guests, brought to the attention that the elections are playing an important role in the social-political life of the country, and outlined the implemented projects and steps to be taken to ensure free, fair and transparent elections.
Visiting Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, Georgy Kvirikashvili, arrived at the Alley of Honor, visited the grave of nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev. Prominent ophthalmologist academician Zarifa Aliyeva was also commemorated. Graves of our heroic sons and daughters who sacrificed their lives for the independence and territorial integrity of Azerbaijan were also visited at the Alley of Martyrs. Visiting Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, Georgy Kvirikashvili, met with Speaker of Milli Mejlis Oktay Asadov.
Speaking about the historical friendly relations between Azerbaijan and Georgia, Speaker of the Milli Mejlis Oktay Asadov said that the cooperation is constantly evolving after the two countries gained independence. The speaker stressed the importance of official visits and meetings in further strengthening of bilateral relations. He expressed confidence that this visit will also make an impetus to the development of the cooperation. Expressing satisfaction with his visit to Azerbaijan, Georgian Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Georgy Kvirikashvili in his turn talked extensively about the high-level bilateral relations between the two friendly countries. Noting that Azerbaijan and Georgia are also strategic partners, the diplomat said his country was interested in further development of this cooperation.
There is an exemplary cooperation between Azerbaijan and Georgia, said Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, Georgy Kvirikashvili, during the press conference held together with his Azerbaijani counterpart Elmar Mamediyarov.
The main topic of the meeting between Minister of Foreign Affairs of Georgia, Georgy Kvirikashvili, and his Azerbaijani counterpart Elmar Mamediyarov was the future perspectives of bilateral relations. Noting about the development of friendly relations between the two nations, Georgia's foreign minister spoke about the future plans. Georgy Kvirikashvili said they are interested in the soonest conclusion of the construction of Baku-Tbilisi-Kars railway.
Visiting Minister of Foreign Affairs and Religion of the Republic of Costa Rica, Manuel González Sanz, visited the grave of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev and paid tribute to his memory at the Alley of Honor. Prominent ophthalmologist academician Zarifa Aliyeva was also commemorated. The delegation visited the graves of our heroic sons and daughters who sacrificed their lives for the independence and territorial integrity of Azerbaijan at the Alley of Martyrs, the laid at the reef at the Eternal Torch Monument. Within the framework of their visit to Azerbaijan, delegation representing the Czech Rutland Ježek law firm visited the grave of the nationwide leader Heydar Aliyev and paid tribute to his memory at the Alley of Honor. Prominent ophthalmologist academician Zarifa Aliyeva was also commemorated. Afterwards, the delegation visited the graves of our heroic sons and daughters who sacrificed their lives for the independence and territorial integrity of Azerbaijan at the Alley of Martyrs. Rutland Ježek law firm of the Czech Republic is visiting our country at the invitation of the Working Group on the Assessment of Casualties and Fatalities as a result of occupation of the territories of Azerbaijan by the Armenian Armed Forces. During the 3 days, Czech lawyers will participate at their trainings, will advise the IDPs on how to prepare documents to appeal to international courts. Azerbaijani youth organization in Russia held an event on the occasion of the October 18th Independence Day of Azerbaijan. Winners of the Leto Amor 2015 photo competition were awarded during the ceremony.
Opening the event, member of the management board of Azerbaijani youth organization in Russia, Emin Hajiev, thanked everybody celebrating Independence Day of Azerbaijan together with them. He conveyed congratulations of the organization chairperson Leyla Shirinova to the participants of the event. It was said that the initiative to organize competition of amateur photographers had been put forward by Vice President of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, Leyla Shirinova. Within a short period of time, more than 250 works were submitted, a lot of interesting photos sent, and the winners were chosen among them. The speaker said the Azerbaijanis studying in Russia were playing an important role in strengthening dynamically developing bilateral relations between our countries. Then, winners of the competition were named. Diplomas and prizes were given to the winners on behalf of Vice President of the Heydar Aliyev Foundation, Leyla Shirinova. The event ended with an interesting cultural program.
That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.